Hello folks, Jonathan Milam here with an Olds Super. Actually, I think Olds called it the Super Olds from 1941. I believe it is a serial number of just over 11,000. Beautiful horn, really just such a wonderful piece of history. A couple of things that are unique about this. They were putting at this time a third slide stop that looks like this. You can see the screw here that enables you to adjust just how far along that will pull. And I'll tell you, that is an exceedingly better setup than a lot of horns have had before or after. You can adjust how long you want that throw to be, which is a very nice feature. The bracing on this, you can see here is an example of the bracing. Very unique, just very small metal strips, delicately placed, nicely done. Of course, many of the Supers, you've got the trombone type water key levers, and you got the same thing here on the third slide. Just a very nice horn. Of course, no lettering along the valve block as to what this is. You go down to the brass plate here, nickel silver plate, excuse me, crayons, garland, tone ring, different names different people call it. And that's where it says the Super Olds. And it is an extraordinarily superb instrument. Well, we're getting close to the end of the year. I think it's December 30th, 2022. How time flies. And I think I'll just play Old Lang Syne on this. I was going to do it in the key of B flat, but one of the notable beauties of the Olds craftsmanship is the intonation. The upper line in the staff E can be played open and marvelously in tune. Same with the D is the one. That one's a little iffier, but folks, you know, 80 years have passed, and believe me, a lot of pro horn makers have done nothing to enhance the intonation that Olds was using, and a lot of them have fallen short of the mark, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to do it in the key of G. We'll be hitting E's and D's then, and you can listen to yourself. I think the intonation is quite good. Beautiful horn, Super from about 41, I think it is. Now, just for comparison, I've got a LA Olds recording, not the Super recording right here. I've got one of those as well. We'll pull that in a moment. But this is the recording. I believe it is just before the factory moved, maybe 51. A little brighter sound on this, and I've had 4 different Supers. This one is a bit mellower in its tonal presentation. Had one that had a superbly light bell that was very bright, was turned off by a couple of patches on it. I wish to goodness that I had that horn back. But the sound of this one to me is very vibrant, very full, and this recording is a little crisper, brighter sound. And I'm using a GRMS, medium shallow mouthpiece. Now, if you look at this one, just thinking while I was playing, about 10 years newer than the Super that I've got. No garland here, no tone ring. Here, you've got the script, which is really beautiful. I'm afraid it's not going to show well under these lights, but nonetheless, beautiful artistry there, and what they call the realloy, which was a little higher copper content in the brass. Now here is a Super recording, which was made, although it's an 8000 serial number, just about the same year as the 41 Super, I believe. And again, this was the first iteration of the Super recording. You've got your twin tube lead pipe here, long lead pipe, very small area for the receiver. This one has the same third slide stoppage system as the Super, of course, about the same year. And again, as it's the first iteration, there was no bell engraving here. The only thing that it said was on the tone ring, the name of the horn. And I was noticing earlier, this is, we call it the old Super recording, but Olds billed it as the Super Olds recording. So the Super Olds. And you've got here the Super 1941 and the Super recording. You can see how the valves are forward set, and your second valve is offset as well. The one thing that these share, they say they shared the same bell. I've read that, and they both have no markings on the bell in the way of a logo, but they've got the similar tone ring. And then if you compare the recording, which followed after they were discontinuing the Super recording, you can see it also has the forward valve set, the offset second valve, but it does lack the tone ring. So they share some design qualities, and they differ between the three of them in other areas. Very, very interesting. Now this horn is in good shape. Do not believe that it's had much work done to it at all, but the bracing needs a little bit, I can feel just a little play there. This central part here has come unsoldered. I don't believe it's damaged either the lead pipe area tuning slide or the bell in either place, and I think both of them need to be firmed up. It lacks a little crispness in tone that I think would be enhanced if that bracing were repaired. Of course, we want to send that to a master craftsman. We don't want just anyone working on a horn this rare. But we'll try and play the same song, Auld Lang Syne, same mouthpiece, same key. But this is the Super recording from around 41. All right, folks, hope you've enjoyed this. As we head into the new year, best wishes to everyone. Do take care of yourself in a challenging time and take care of someone near you.